Hello, class. This is Dr. Kenneth Jackson. I would like to welcome you to BQM365 Six Sigma Principles and Applications. I would just like to welcome you again, and I am hoping that you will have a successful 6 weeks in this class, and I am going to go over some of my expectations and some important information for you as you begin your journey in this class. The first thing I want to talk to you about is my availability. If you look in the faculty and course info in the course shell, go into the syllabus and you can see my office hours when I'm available. You can also go into my contact info and it'll give you my availability. I have my availability set for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I believe it's from 5:30 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But in case of emergencies, or if you need to get in contact with me really fast, I don't mind you emailing me, or you can send me a text at my contact info as well. That might be the fastest way, since I have my phone with me most of the time. A lot of times I'm, attending meetings and things of that nature. So if I have my phone with me, I can see, if I receive a text or anything like that, and I can respond to you, fairly quickly. Other than that, if you send me an email, which is really the preferred method, I will get back with you within 24 hours. And there's also a class question board within the course shell. So if you think you have a question for me, I get pinged when somebody asks a question in that specific discussion area, and it's called class question board. If you think you have a question that you want to ask me, that you need answered, and you think my answer may be helpful for the whole class, by all means post it in that. If you do send me a question via email, and I think my response will be helpful for the whole class, I will put it back. I'll send you a response to the email and or text message, whichever way you try to contact me. But I also find a way to get it out to the class if I think it's important for the whole class to know. So it'll either be through an announcement, more than likely it'll be through an announcement. My expectations for the class: I expect you to get familiar with your course. If this is your first go around with taking a class at Southwestern College, it behooves you to go into the course shell, go through and navigate through the different areas of the course. Make sure you get familiar with what's in each tab. Know what your due dates are, and just get familiar with everything. Navigate around, play around, and make sure you have a full understanding of what's expected for you for each unit. The time frames for me when I'm grading your discussions or assignments or projects or whatever it is that you're turning in, I will more than likely try to have everything graded by Tuesday of the following week. I know I'm probably allotted up until Wednesday, but I think it's very important for you to get your feedback and your grades back in a timely manner, so you'll understand, how good you're doing, or areas that you need to probably concentrate on to improve in certain areas. So I like to get those grades and those feedback to you as quickly as possible. You may find times where I'll grade, some of your stuff, early Monday, and maybe like discussions, you'll get back, your feedback and your grades for your discussions on Mondays, and maybe your assignments on Tuesdays. It depends on how, the workload is, how strenuous or how egregious the assignment is, where there may be an occasion where I may have to wait till Wednesday to get everything graded. But for the most part, I do have everything turned in by Tuesday, no later than Tuesday of the following week. I would like for you to go into your Unit 1 section and see what is due for Unit 1. Now keep in mind that you will see on the left hand side of your screen in your course shell, say Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3. All the units correspond to a week. So Unit 1 actually means week 1. Unit 2 actually means week 2, and so on. So that's all the units corresponds to. Look at the assignment and due dates for your Unit 1 assignments. Make sure you do your assigned reading and preparation activities for each unit. So Unit 1, you'll have an area that's assigned reading and preparation activities. You usually have some YouTube videos, some supplemental resources for you to look at. So please make sure that you go in there and you do that. For Unit 1, you will have 2 discussions. Keep in mind that your initial response, and I say again, your initial response must answer the discussion question and be submitted no later than Wednesday of that unit week by 11:59 p.m. Central Time. I say again, your first response should respond to the discussion question. So if somebody post a response, answer the question, say you go in and you didn't post anything yet and you want to respond to that person and you don't respond till, let's say, Thursday, but you're responding to your peer, that's not responding to the initial question. You're trying to qualify your response to your peers as one of your qualifications, and that's not going to cut it. So make sure your initial response is to addressing the question, and then you could go and respond to your other peers, which is you have to respond to 2 other peer members in your class by Friday, 11:59 p.m. Central Time. But I encourage you to stay engaged. You can post earlier. You can post Mondays if you want to your initial response, because I want you to stay engaged and continue to stay engaged throughout the week. You will have an introduction section in Unit 1. So you have to prepare a video. There's a Screencast-O-Matic website. If you haven't subscribed to it yet, subscribe to it and make sure everything is working fine. Maybe do some test recordings to make sure that it works fine. So you'll go in there and do a video recording for the introductions. That video recording is due by Wednesday of Unit 1, 11:59 p.m. Central Time. And you have to respond to 2 other of your peers by Friday, 11:59 p.m. Central Time. So again, you are expected to continue to engage with peers and myself throughout the week, and that goes beyond your 2 responses. So stay engaged. Written assignment you have in Unit 1, that will be due Sunday at the end of Unit 1 by 11:59 Central Time. So again, the course written assignment will be due that Sunday at the end of Unit 1 by 11:59 Central Time. There's also a section called Course Student Resources. I would encourage you to go in there because there are example papers in there that you can follow. There's a lot of times people struggle with writing. In the announcement section, I have put a PowerPoint presentation with what's called Learning the Basics of APA. This is not going to make you turn into a APA writing guru, but it will help you with the basics of APA. If you follow those tools and examples that I have placed in the PowerPoint, and go into the course student review and look at sample papers, sample PowerPoint presentations that show APA style formatting, I don't see any problem with you succeeding in writing an APA in this class. There's also ASQ websites that you can go in there and find different templates that you'll be using within this course. So that's a good area to go into and take a look and navigate through and see what's in there. So again, just navigate through the course shell. Have fun. You know, it's going to be an interesting class. This class is by no means going to make you an expert in Six Sigma, but it's going to give you the necessary tools and basic applications on applying Six Sigma principles within your organization or wherever you land your career at. So let's all put our thinking hats on and work together. And if you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to me. Have a good day.